How easy is it to create a book, self-publish it onto Amazon and get it making sales for you? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to self-publish a book, put it on Amazon and make sales, even if you've got no writing experience or no experience in self-publishing whatsoever. I'm going to break down exactly what you need to do. My name's Jace Perry. I make money self-publishing books on Amazon. My best month was $50,000 with a $21,000 profit. That was mostly from 2 books. So you see the power of Amazon. Okay, I'll leave a link to my Instagram below if you want to check me out. I've documented my whole journey of making money self-publishing and making money selling books and t-shirts on Amazon. Okay, let's begin. So these are the six steps you need to start from where you are if you've got no experience in self-publishing and get a book live onto Amazon that will start making money from you. Now, if you don't know what self-publishing is, basically you create any book. It could be any book. People do blank notebooks, people do color books, people do AI books, facts books, trivia books, puzzle books. People actually do like a proper, like an autobiography or something they've taken years to write. My books are typically like fun going trivia, puzzle, activity, stuff that you can do very, very quickly, but sell very, very, very well in the gifts market and for people that want like quick presents for people. Okay, a lot of impulse buys. That's why my books make a lot of money. That's why I was able to make a lot of money. That's what I teach my followers and students. Those types of books that are very easy to make but command a very high profit. Okay, when the book sells, Amazon take care of everything. You just collect a royalty. Now, this is why it is so appealing to people that are busy and just want to build a side hustle in their spare time, because they can build it. Yes, it does take work to create the books, but when they start selling, you don't have to deal with any customers. And everyone knows stress comes from dealing with customers. All right. So it's very, very appealing if you're busy, if you've already got a business, if you've got a job, if you're a busy parent and you want to build something on the side. This is very, very appealing. That's why it was appealing for me, because when I first built my first self-publishing income stream, I had a business. I'm a parent. I was already busy. So I wanted something that could grow on the side, provide me money without the stress. So that's why I recommend self-publishing to everyone. And I tell people straight up, it's the easiest money you can make, because it is. You can literally create a book right here, right now. You can do it from the comfort of your home, in your own time. When it sells, you don't have to do any more work. That book sells once, you just collect a royalty. That book sells 10,000 times, like I did in December, sold 10,000 books. No hassle. I'm here in Mauritius. I was mostly chilling on the beach while I made the most money I've ever made online. So you can see the power of self-publishing. Anyway, I'm going on a bit. These 6 steps. First things first, I didn't put it here, but you get an Amazon KDP account. It's very, very simple to do. Just type in create Amazon KDP account in Google. If you've already got an Amazon account, you literally use that to sign in and then you're in. You're ready to publish. You just need to fill in your bank details in there and a few other details about yourself, and then you're ready to publish. So I've got a video where I show my students how to do it. It took like 6 minutes. So that's how long it could take. Okay. So once you've got an account, you're ready to publish a book in front of millions of people on Amazon. Now, first things first, you need a book idea. Like I said, there's different types of books. What book are you going to do? Now, I always teach, go for where the money is. That's very, very simple. For me, I just keep it very, very simple. Book idea, where the money is. Because I'm on there to make money. Now, a lot of people are on Amazon to self-publish books because they're like an author. Just say they've spent time creating a book that's from their heart, sort of thing, which is fine. But you struggle selling those because now you're creating a book that you want. It's basically for you. When you create a book like that, it's for you. Okay, and then you might think it's great, but then most of the people that buy on Amazon don't know you. They're complete strangers to you. So they're going to judge your book by you, your cover, your title, and we'll get into that, and what they can see. Okay, because they're not going to sit there and skim into the interior of your book, are they? They're going to skim it. They're going to see the title and cover. They're going to buy based on that. Okay, and if you've created a book that's got a very, very good interior, but then the cover and title, because it's a book that you created, means nothing to the average Joe, then they're just going to scroll right past. So a lot of my students who are authors and have tried that route and not made money come to me now and just say, look, I've done that route, I didn't make any money, Jace, how do I make money? And I just say, look, you just got to go where the money is and do those books. That might mean doing an AI book, a puzzle book, a trivia book. But then if you want to make money, that's what it easy money is. And it's easy, and I'll tell you in a second. So book idea, I always say, go where the money is. If you don't do that, you're going to struggle to sell books. Okay, title. Now this is very important. I'm just going to put here, because this is my number one rule. Clear, not clever. Don't do any title. You want to do a title that a 10-year-old can understand just like that. Okay, it's got to be that clear. So when someone's scrolling, they're looking for an activity book for their teenage boy, and your book is called Activity Books for Amazing Teenage Boys, straight away they know that's for me. Okay, I always say with the title, it's kind of like you want to talk directly to the customer, and that is all. By the way, sorry if you can hear screaming, that's my son downstairs. He's going mental. I can't do anything about it. If you see behind me here, there's that window. That window there, like right below there, is like the dining room and my sitting room area. So the sound just comes straight into it. What can you do, mate? Parents. Okay, so title, clear, not clever, nothing fancy. I see a lot of titles, you know, the story of his life or something like that. How he overcame the odds. Titles like that, which for the average customer buyer means nothing. Okay, ultimate activity book for teenage boys. That's for me. See, very, very clear. Don't have to be clever. And also, if you see other books selling with that sort of title, just change a little bit. People don't like too much change. So if you just change a little bit, they're okay with it. Don't get too clever with the titles, especially when you're starting off as well. Cover. I'm going to write here, the most important thing about your cover is the typography. So kind of like the title, you got a very good title now, just to say that. It's how you show that title, really. That's what I found worked well for me. Is if you think your cover is at thumbnail size, do people see your title clearly at thumbnail size and like within half a second while they're scrolling, okay, or a second, you know, to really capture it. So nothing too fancy, very, very clear. Very, very good typography, and make it niche relevant. Okay, if the book again is on teenage boys, then you want to put stuff teenage boys like in there, not like elderly people, not like really young kids. It's stuff teenage boys like. So really thinking the details of the cover design. I will say now, if you have an eye for design, you do have an advantage. Especially like for example, I came from the t-shirt world. I sold a lot of t-shirts. I just used my skills in t-shirt designs, because a lot of those are quotes and on shirts, and they need to grab attention and be clear. I use that skill on covers. Okay, so if you've got an eye for good sort of typography design, then you'll find it's very, very enjoyable, very, very easy. If not to worry. AI does this now in minutes. You can literally create a best-selling cover in minutes. Just get good at prompts. Okay, that's the new design skill now, is how good your prompts are. Okay, so I'm just going to put a red line across these three. They're the main three. If you nail those three, you'll make sales. You'll need ads as well, but I'll just put that down there as well. Ads, but that's only just basically you're just getting out in front of more people. There's more and more people that are doing books on Amazon now, so you need to pay to time. Oh, that's delayed, isn't it? So I've just lost it there. You need to pay, just while I bring that back. You need to pay to get in front of people. So that's why I recommend ads. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video and bring my iPad screen back. Okay, I'm back, but a bit smaller. But anyway, at least it works. Okay, you need to pay to get the book in front of people. But you nail those three. The book idea especially, because if there's no demand in the niche, no money in the niche, you're not going to make money. You're really going to struggle. And the title, cover. So when people are scrolling, the first glance of their book sells the book to them and they buy just like that, okay? Next thing is the actual book. Now it's funny, a lot of my students or people that just getting into KDP in my world talk about the book, and when I tell them it's not actually that important, it's like mind blown to them. I mean, to be honest, when I first heard this from my coaches, when they said that the interior doesn't account so much, like a small percentage of your sale, definitely. And the book, I was thinking as well, are you sure? But then I thought it through a bit. I had, at the time, I got loads of books. In the UK, I had nearly 1,000 books. Most of them I didn't read. And the ones that I did read, I only read the beginning bit. Like, you start it, get kind of the gist of it, because a lot of them were self-help books. I got the gist of it and just moved on. And loads of them I just bought, because you just buy on a whim. You just buy, impulse buy. It turns up from Amazon. You put it on the shelf, don't you? And then you forget about it. So this is what I mean. We're grabbing the impulse buyers here. The more impulse buying power your book has, the more giftable it is, the more it will sell. Okay, so the actual interior of the book, get it done fast, and do it as promised. Okay, so if your book is the ultimate activity books for boys, make sure that it's a good activity books for teenage boys. Make sure it gets the job done. Whatever your cover is saying, it gets the job done, and that is it. Okay, but you want to make it fast so it doesn't slow you down, because that typically will take the most time out of all the publishing you'll do, unless you hire someone else to do it, or unless you have a system where you can do it very, very quick. I could do it in about 4 hours, the interior. Okay, so fast and get job done. Okay, next bit is to publish. So you've got your Amazon KDP account. You literally go on there, follow the steps and publish. There are a few details you need to go into, but I won't go into all the details now because I don't want to bore you to tears. The most important thing is the description. Just make sure your description, sorry about the handwriting, make sure it's copywritten. Make sure it's well copywritten. Don't just use AI for the description, because an actual potential customer might read it. Okay, so you actually want to talk to that customer. You want to get their attention, because if they're on the fence about buying a book, this could be the deciding factor. So you want to actually talk to them. All right, don't just do AI. Think in the head of that parent that's buying the book for their teenage son. What are they thinking? Start your description with that, some sort of question to get them to read the next line, to get them interested. Are you looking for ways to keep your teenage boy away from the screen for like an hour a day at least? Something like that. So they're like, yes, I am. And then they start reading and eventually buy your book. Include a call to action at the bottom, okay? Once you've published, make sure it's priced. I did say here at the top, the book idea, make sure it's in a place where a niche where it's making money, but I will also say $10 plus. I would actually say now, because it's very possible now, prices are going up, which is good because you can make more profit, $12 plus. And so, one of the niches that I'm heavily into at the moment is like trivia books, facts books, because they're easy to make on AI. You can create a book like I said in like 4 hours, have it published in like 6 hours. It can be live in 24 hours. Some of my students have got their book live in 24 hours and then they made the sale like in a week, like 7-8 days later, they've actually made a sale. So it could be very, very quick because you can create a book in AI. By the way, my whole system's below if you want to jump on board. So I stick to those niches because they're easy to create and they're high profit. But here's the thing, because they're easy to create, more and more people are jumping on them now. So I don't know how long this is going to last. I'm grabbing the money while I can. Okay, so make sure that you price your book then just below the competition. Sometimes I price just a few cents below. So if the bestseller's like $13.99, I might do $13.97. But you can go anywhere from there down to $12.99, still just below. Ads as a whole, you can imagine ads has got a whole thing around it, but you can just keep it very, very simple with ads on Amazon. They make it very, very easy. Amazon, KDP, Amazon, make it very easy to advertise. I can appreciate this now that I'm running Facebook ads, which has a lot more going for it. With Amazon, you can literally just click, add your book, auto ads, put a bid, put a daily budget, launch. See, they want you to spend money on ads, so they make it very, very easy. But just run some sort of ads. One of my books on my test account now, I just use a test account to test out new strategies to see that they're working. This book's selling at $200 profit, one of these books, with just a $20 ad spend. So it's making about $220, $250 a month with just $20 a month. So you can have a low budget, it just takes longer. So if you've got a lower budget, it takes longer to get out to more people, so it takes longer to make profit. If you want to go aggressive, like recently I just launched a book and I sold it in 7 days. I think I had it in my last video yesterday, if you want to check that out. Sold it in 7 days. I went aggressive with those ads. When you do it that way, you'll lose money first on the ads, but then eventually the book will start ranking organically, just selling by itself, and you'll make money. Okay, so I'm just going to put ads, use ads. So that's it, guys. I mean, that it's as simple as that. Yes, you can do it at home, and when your book starts selling, just think, for example, obviously I've got experience, but I made a book and sold it in like 7 days. My student did it in 7 to 10 days. So you can, if you've got no online income now, you can start today, just use my course there, start today and have an online income stream in like 7 to 10 days. It's that simple. And that's your first online income stream. You can kind of see there, once you see that it sells and you don't do anything with it sell, you can see the scalability, you can see the opportunity to just scale it, and you can just do it from home in your spare time. That's why I promote self-publishing on Amazon. I hope you enjoyed that. Subscribe for more self-publishing tips and how to make money self-publishing on Amazon. For me, I'm doing a video a day at the moment, so I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Cheers.